Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Welcome into the Auburn Blitz here on this Friday at noon. We are so glad that you have joined us out there. Our program is brought to you by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation and
Cincy Green for air that's cool and clean. Call on Cincy Green.
And it needs to be warm right now because it's like 28 degrees outside. I mean, it is. Can this stuff go on back where it came from? Like nobody.
Yeah.
Who wants to live in this? This is
I
not
don't know.
fun.
I'm not enjoying any part of this cold weather because every time walking, and the wind is whipping.
Oh, it's awful.
I cannot.
That's what makes it worse. So, but anyway, we're glad to be here today, and we are so glad that all of you are out there joining us. We're not live today. This is a recorded show here at lunch, but again, appreciate all of you so very much. And I have to say, drum roll, 14,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So I know all of you watching the TV show on Charter Channel 701 or Channel 80 statewide, we really appreciate all of you and have for so many years. And then, but all on our podcast, on our YouTube channel and on Facebook, you're able to get this show and all of our podcasts that we're able to get out there. And Faith, this time last year, 250 subscribers. And we were like, do you remember the graphic I pushed out when we hit 500? We were like clicking heels and jumping up and down and like, oh man, if we hit 500 subscribers, and now to think we're at 14,000 is just mind blowing to me.
Yeah, really grateful for everyone that has stuck with us through the past year, for the good, the bad, and all the in between when it comes to the actual sports side of it, but also the learning and the growing curve that both of us have had throughout all of this and navigating kind of what we want to do. And we still have so many different ideas and plans for this program and for Auburn Blitz in general. So just grateful for everyone that stuck around throughout this entire process. Yeah,
we are. And, another thing is we're into the new year by a couple of weeks. We didn't really go back and reflect on 2025. And it was such a great year for us. Now, the results in football were not very good, but just what we were able to do and accomplish in covering Auburn, and appreciative of the sports information department at Auburn for granting us access the way they do, open arms, practice, games, to be able to go out and do the things to bring all that information back to all of you that watch and listen to us every day. The amount of miles we traveled, over 11,000, Faith, that you and I logged. And we didn't count all of 25. I just started with fall. I started with football season. That was 11,000 miles from basically August through December, which that's crazy too.
Yeah, we've had a lot of really fun trips together, a lot of really long trips together.
A lot of laughs late at night. So
a lot of laughs and a lot of again, just learning moments and growing pains, but also we've reaped the benefits of all of those growing pains. And so could not ask for a better job that, I especially get right out of college, and a better boss. So and everybody, everybody at R&B, Randy too, and everyone else that has just also, welcomed me in and, given me constructive criticism and everything, and just grown, because I guess it is basically officially a year since I've been on the podcast for the majority of episodes. And so that's weird, but
the cool thing is when I started broadcasting years ago, the last thing I want to do is go back and watch any of that stuff that I did in the first few times I broadcasted. And if you could ever muster up the courage, Faith, to go back and watch your first podcast, it'd probably be worth it for you to go back and look at it, because it is funny to go back and see where you were to where you are now. That's for all of us. Like every one of us that started in this business, like I cringe to even think about my first radio broadcasting football. Like there's no part of me that wants to go back and listen to any of that.
I think to know that that's on the internet forever actually makes me want to die.
It wasn't as bad
I
as you think, I promise.
I won't go back and I won't listen to it. I know I was in my college house and I had Lucy behind me doing, I don't even know what
Just
half of the time.
Calisthenics, gymnastics.
Yeah, literally
whatever.
doing gymnastics behind me. But I don't think I can muster up the courage to go back and watch
You might
those
one
yet.
day. You might one day.
One day probably, but
But
it's
yeah,
not anytime soon.
and you said growing pains and literal pains, like if you step on a storm drain in downtown Nashville and about break your
That
ankle,
too.
like that was. I don't know that we've told that story on air, and I don't know if I want to tell that story on air, but yeah, it just how deep was that drain right in the middle of the crosswalk?
I mean, it's a pothole basically
Yeah, it
for
was.
cars.
And of
If you
course,
were to run over that car or run over that sewer drain in a small car,
I would have bottomed out.
oh my gosh, you
It
would
would've bottomed out.
literally, yeah, you'd be stuck.
Yeah,
So I'm not surprised that, you were stuck.
yeah, I popped up pretty quick, and for everybody that needs to know what we're talking about,
And went straight back down right after.
and I mean because my ankle was broke, like I popped back up, and I'm like, my leg was like, no man, you need to
No,
sit.
your boot was completely sideways.
Right. I don't know how I did it.
Your foot came out of your boot.
But I am like very thankful that I did not break my ankle, but I think I did tear some stuff. And
I turned to Reese and I said, his foot's broken because I saw your boot.
on my boot, yeah.
And I was like, his foot's broken, Reese. And he was like, and I was like, oh, I can't look. And I got so nervous. I was like, I'm going to throw up.
And it was just like, well, no, I mean, I could tell it wasn't. But anyway, I don't know why we wanted – these are recaps of 25, so we thought we'd throw that out there. But no, I powered through and walked down Broadway the rest of the night to bars and clubs and everything else. And I paid for it the next couple of days. So.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah. But anyway, that was a funny story. Just glad it didn't end in a broken ankle. But
And
anyway,
hospital.
Hospital visit. Yeah, that wasn't on my to-do list when we were in Nashville. So outside of that and losing the football game right there at the end, the whole trip was good. All of our trips were fun, and looking forward to the trips in 2026. And
no flights.
We don't have any flights this year. Like, we lived in the Atlanta airport this past.
And I'm happy we don't have to go back.
I'm 100% with you on that. It is we stacked all of our flights into about 3 months, and then now this year with the way the schedule sets up, they're all drivable. So we're really happy about that. All right, so that wasn't what I was planning on doing to start the show, and we've got about 3 or 4 minutes left here in the first segment. So let's kind of preview what we're going to talk about the rest of the show. Again, a lot that's going on in the portal. I think we're up to now – where are we up to now, Faith, total numbers with some of the guys we're going to talk about in the next segment?
26 or 27?
Yeah, I was about to say it's got to be close, and then a couple of guys that we know of and feel good about that are possibly going to be added to this roster. 34 got in the portal. 34 or 35 ended up getting in the portal from Auburn. And
not all of them have found a home yet.
No, they have not. But going to get close to that 30 number, bringing guys in. And it's just wild to think in a window of time from January 2nd to January 16th, you're going to lose 34 guys and probably bring in 30.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a complete and total revamp of we'll go into some more detail on some of those guys. We're going to talk about this basketball gambling ring. I want your thoughts on that. We haven't talked about that yet. Randy and I briefly hit on that yesterday, but it had kind of just broken when we did that. So I want your thoughts on that. I think you and I have talked about this off the air and our feelings towards sports in general and how corrupt the image is of college and pro and officiating and all that kind of stuff. The integrity of the sport is in jeopardy because of this stuff. And then Auburn's back in action tomorrow night against South Carolina in Neville Arena. You and I'll be there for that, and we'll have a post-game show following that game. And Auburn's 1-3 right now in conference play. It's not a pretty start. And, losing that game last week at home to Texas A&M, you can't afford to lose too many at home or you're going to play your way right out of a chance to go to the NCAA tournament. So all of that's on tap to talk about. And then also today, you will be interviewing Elijah Freeman.
Yes.
So
doing that.
Excited about another On the Front Row with Faith. It'll be the first basketball one that you've been able to do. And Elijah has been a big-time addition to this basketball program, had a good game against Missouri the other night, and unfortunately didn't win the game, but he had a good night with 13 points and hit that half-court shot, which was crazy. Yeah. So no, you'll have to ask him about that and several other things, but looking forward to that interview with you and Elijah. Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to it. Not sure when it's going to get out. Still kind of debating on the days that we're going to be releasing some of those. I know Fridays is normally easier for us and everything, but we've got a lot going on in the new year. And so filming it on a Friday is not going to be enough time before releasing it. So really excited though to post that though, and just talk to him and get some, get some basketball, I guess not knowledge, but intel from him. And
his journey, how he got to Auburn, what it's been like since he's been here, what is it? What are their, and talk about what's going on in the season right now with the team. It's kind of been a roller coaster to this point. Had some good wins. Yeah. And had some tough losses. So maybe a little question about the way that Texas A&M game ended, because that one just I don't know
if I want him to hate me the first time I interview him. And I think that would be
you had nothing to do with it.
I think that would be good enough to reason to hate bringing something like that up. I sure would be mad.
Yeah, probably so, bringing up bad memories. So all right, we are up against the first break on the show. We are just getting started here on this Friday afternoon on the Auburn Blitz. Stay tuned. A lot more to come right after this.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
At Glenn Smith Chevrolet, let's kick off 2026 with a bang. We will not be undersold. Powerful full-size Chevy Silverados up to $13,750 off. Rugged mid-size Chevy Colorados up to $9,000 off. Enjoy no payments until springtime at your lowest price guaranteed today. Smart people from all over the USA come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to smile.
Auburn Blitz, 45 minutes left on the show. Today, we're so glad that you have joined us. We appreciate so very much our partners, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big. No job is too small. They do all of the site prep work for your job. So make sure you call on J.A. Smith for your next construction project. And
Sensagreen for air that's cool and clean or warm and clean. Call in Sensagreen. They are the carrier experts in the state of Alabama. Proud supporter of Auburn Blitz and Auburn Athletics. So cold. You need a unit that is going to be reliable when it goes back to being 70 degrees, who knows, in probably 2 weeks. So you want to call Sensagreen to install a carrier unit for you.
yeah, the extended forecast right now it does not look good. So, yeah,
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Yeah, it's just not like it's highs of 45 and 50 and lows in the 20s. So that's not fun. Not a lot of fun. But anyway,
No.
we can stay warm and clean with a carrier unit from Sensagreen. All right. So, hey, look, hate to say it. I don't really hate to say it. We kind of had a little intel and felt like a couple of guys to watch. We kind of let that out last week. I tweeted it out, and Auburn, as of last night, landed Walter Mathis Jr. from LSU, 6'2", 285-pound defensive lineman. That's what we talked about 4 or 5 days ago. The rest of this roster addition would probably be trench heavy, offensive and defensive linemen, and that's what we're seeing right now, Faye.
Yeah, that's something that has really lacked in just bodies there, but also, size and experience too with how many guys left and what was left. I mean, there were so many young guys and super, super thin there. So getting him really, I mean, 6'2", 285, not like he's a 6'5", 320 guy,
right.
but still he's a big guy. And he's the kind that Vontrell King Williams needed to add to that line of scrimmage and needed to have his experience. And I mean, I think he's going to be a really great addition.
Anything right now, SEC player, 3 years of eligibility left. Now, I don't know how important that is when you talk about how many years these guys have now, because everything's year to year. But again, that was a big one. I felt like Auburn would get him, and they do. They also go pluck another guy from Oregon State. Now, look, Tristan Tia, the quarterback, and now Jacob Stroud, an offensive lineman. What is he, 6'2", 305? Faith, I mean, again, a guy that started in 6 games this past year, graded pretty well in those 6 starts for Oregon State. And, again, when you need –
I think he's 6'5".
Oh, I'm sorry, 6'5". Yeah.
302.
Walter Mathis is 6'2". Stroud is 6'5". That's right. But so big guy, another offensive lineman there to add to the guys that Auburn already had from the Cole guys from South Florida, and a couple other guys that Auburn, Stanton, Ramil from Michigan State. So starting to really put 4 or 5 of these guys on the offensive line and 4 or 5 of these guys on the defensive line, because Walter Mathis joins Cody Sigler, St. Farriot, and then you're hosting a kid from North Carolina, Deontay Robinson. So, look, starting to get those bodies that you need to add to this depth chart as you move into the spring.
Yeah. Again, how important is it to have guys that are experienced, but guys that also are coachable and are able to, adapt and adjust to what needs to happen, especially on the lines of scrimmage. I mean, we got a lot of really experienced guys out of the portal last year for the offensive line, and we saw how that did not work in our favor at all.
Right.
But these are still, I mean, other than Jacob Strand, these other guys are young.
Oh, yeah.
And they do have some experience, but they are still young. So
yeah, looking forward to that, but adding some quality pieces to the roster in need positions for sure. And we're up against another break, but when we come back, we'll talk about another guy that we also talked about last week. We tweeted it out to keep your eye on. It looks like the first domino has fallen. He got in the portal. So now we're going to watch for this guy to see if he ends up at Auburn. And it's another position where Auburn needs a player of his caliber and his size. So we'll talk about that. But we are up against another break here on the Auburn Blitz, and we will be back with a lot more right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensagreen.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in Central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz, halfway through our show today. And when you know what that means, Faith.
Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Could not say enough good things about them, to the point where they are, again, the post-game reaction show sponsor for our post-game reaction show for basketball now. I mean, before it was football, and then now it's basketball. And just like I can't get enough of them when I go in the store and I have to buy basically something from every single section, whether it's the wine, the cute little trinkets that Kathy gets, the meat, obviously the steak is what I'm going for first. And then the casseroles and the dips. Yeah. Shocker. The casseroles and the dips. And then of course the bread, the cakes, all the goodies from the bakery that they have in there, and the dog section, which I can't miss anytime that I'm there. Yeah. We'll be back there next week to do an on location there. So make sure you head out to Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. And for this weekend, I mean, go ahead and stop in and get something for this weekend for your family.
Heck yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong. And there's so much to pick from. I mean,
so
you don't
much.
I mean, and the wine.
I just listed off something that I'd get in every single section. So everybody, I know you're going to find something in there.
You can drop a bag in there for sure, and it's worth it.
Very easily.
It's very, very worth it. So,
yes.
All right. Deshaun Womack from Ole Miss, defensive end, 6'5", 260 pounds, got in the portal a couple of days ago. We had a little bit of insight that he might be getting in the portal. That happened. Now, does Auburn land Deshaun Womack? Feels like they may.
Yeah, he in the college playoffs for Ole Miss, he had a really good couple of games. Out of the 3 games of the playoffs, he had 7 tackles, and I mean, a very impressive guy who, you know, made a lot happen. And I feel like, especially with Ole Miss making it to the playoffs and how well he performed, that just kind of ups his
Did you do some recruiting at the Sugar Bowl with Deshaun Womack? Is that what happened?
Maybe a little bit. I said,
Maybe a little
hey, please.
Yeah. Hey, we need some help.
And now I'm just waiting for him to actually commit to Auburn.
That's right.
So,
and I do think that's coming. So I think that's right around. So again, that's another one to watch. Again, he may not. I mean, somebody with the quality of starts, and there's going to be others after him as well. But we just feel like he may end up on.
He's probably going to be one of those higher dollar sign guys too. And with how many people transferred out, can you afford to bring in somebody of that size and somebody at that position of that high dollar amount? I think yes, but
you need them. Auburn needs DNs, edge rushers. They need those guys.
Yeah.
So there's an update on what we know to this point on the portal. And again, just because the portal closes, which it closed today, means nobody can get in it anymore. Doesn't mean you can't continue to add players. And I think Auburn will still add several more guys. I think it'll be over 30 by the time the dust settles. And, when spring practice starts, I'm looking forward to that already. Not to try to rush through, because we got baseball, softball, all that's coming up. We got basketball to finish up. Just a lot, but looking forward to this spring football practice, because everything is just going to be so brand new, from coaches to players to the routine to all of that stuff. So, and we briefly talked about it yesterday on the podcast. The A-Day game is going to be back to a traditional A-Day game, and I think that's important for fans, Faith.
Yeah, that's definitely very notable for how it's gone in the past. And by past, I mean just recent few years of how everything's changed, because there was that second portal window, which led to poaching players. And, before it was competing of who's going to be on ESPN or SEC Network for your A-Day or whatever your spring game was. And then it was, all right, well, I'm not going to let anybody see my big time guys that I have on my team. I'm just going to make it as a normal practice. And that took away from a lot of the fun that you get to have as family or as fans going there to watch. And so having it back to a normal, scheduled scrimmage really changes just everybody's initial analyzing of the team. And with this being a whole new team, coaching staff, all the different things there, I mean, you really want to see a scrimmage versus the practice kind of thing, because that's where we're going to get a lot of information.
No doubt. And, we don't know how practice is going to be and what we're going to be able to, how long we're going to be able to be there. But I'm excited for whatever we're going to get to see all these new guys, especially Byron Brown. Like, I'm really excited about watching him up close and personal. And, this is a very dynamic player that has a chance to, be a really high draft pick in the NFL based on what he's already done. And if he puts together a 3,000, 1,000 yard year here with the running backs that Auburn has now, I mean, it could be a special year offensively. Man, it will be polar opposite of what we've been watching offensively the last couple of years. Man, it is
last couple of years, not even just last year.
Stagnant, man, like just anemic, whatever you want to say, but not good for sure. But looking forward to maybe a dynamic offense that not only throws the ball around, but is able to run the ball and really mix it up, and an exciting offense to watch, because it's what Alex Golish put on the field at South Florida. Was a very dynamic, high-powered offense. So, all right. So, again, we are up against a break here on the show. Again, we've got a lot more coming your way. We got a couple more segments to say, so stay tuned. A lot more coming up right after this.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin, comfort
for life.
A fresh start begins at home. This new year, Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air is bringing comfort your way with maintenance inspections starting at just $29 and installations as low as $50 a month. Start the year right with Dixie.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Couple segments left on the show today. Again, we appreciate all of our partners out there so very much. J. Smith Construction and Excavation for all your site prep work, anything construction-wise, they can do it. There is no job that's too small or any job that's too big for them. So call on them. They do all types, residential and commercial type projects. So check out J. Smith Construction and Excavation and
Cincy Green for air that's warm and clean right now.
Yes.
Call on Cincy Green. They are the carrier experts in the state of Alabama, proud supporters of Auburn Athletics and Auburn Blitz. I mean, the weather just keeps going back and forth. I know it was Christmas and it was 70 degrees, and then now it's 20 degrees.
Burning up on Christmas Day, like really burning up on Christmas Day.
And then now this. So you want to make sure you have a carrier unit, because that's the most reliable unit you're going to find. And Sensagreen is going to save you thousands of dollars. And who doesn't love that?
Nobody. And
I love saving money.
Absolutely. And just putting your unit through that type of stress from hot to cool to hot to cool, and then back. But anyway, proud to be partnered with both of them here on our show at noon. Okay, basketball gambling ring. You know, I got a lot to say on that, but I just want to – you sent that to me when it broke, and I looked down, and this is like the fourth or fifth time there's been a story over the last several years break about players, new players, current players, old players, officials, just a lot of nefarious things going on that makes all of these conspiracy theorists out here gives more fuel to their fire. And it's hard to argue with them when you watch things and you look at all the things on social media about the NFL and how everybody's been saying it's been scripted for so many years. And then when you look at, it's almost every night now something weird happens in a game. A guy will go for a ton of points and then he forgets how to play 2 days later and doesn't score. Like, there's just a lot of odd things. And then officials have been found to be involved in things over the last several years. And they're supposed to be of the utmost integrity because they are the ones that control how a game goes. And when the public starts thinking, and they already do think, but when you have more and more and more of these type stories come out where people are getting prosecuted, indicted for getting caught doing this kind of stuff, people start going, well, we knew it was kind of this way. Now we know it. And when you lose the integrity of the sport, I don't know what you have left.
You don't have anything left, and that's what it is. And so I now have fallen into the rabbit hole of sports being rigged and being able to kind of see almost like on a graph of how things are happening and, you know, what they're expected to do. And it's definitely very easy to look at that in the NFL, but now with this coming out in college basketball. So, you know, the FBI is going in and looking. 26 people were charged on Thursday, including several former and current basketball players. And
they were all at like smaller programs. So do you not think
17 Division I teams?
Yeah.
Even though they were smaller programs, like you're right.
But don't you think, like, I hate to speculate, but if they're busting them, do you not think it's going on in these bigger conferences? I think you are so naive to think that nobody's doing that in the Big Ten, the SEC, the ACC, all of these bigger conferences. And this is just such the tip of the iceberg. But how deep are they willing to dive into this stuff is the question.
Yeah. Well, okay. One notable team, St. John's.
St. John's, yep.
You know, they've obviously.
We just played them.
Yeah, and Auburn beat them.
Yep.
One of the best wins that maybe they've had.
Yes,
this season. And even though there's no big name players that are being, you know, broken down and talked about, it still is just taking away the whole authenticity of the sport. And, you know, for fans, obviously, but also, I mean, I don't even know what to say about it at this point, other than
they tried to pass a rule just a few weeks ago or a month or so ago to allow college people to gamble. That's where we've gotten to.
Yeah, that was so crazy.
Not that you've already battled the stigma of everybody, you know, point shaving and throwing games on purpose. I mean, how many times this year did we look at each other and go, that was fishy? That was a fishy play. Whether we were watching it on a TV or watching it in person, watching something go down, going, man, that was off there. Or an official making a call, you start going, well, is there something to this? That drive Georgia had, and again, I'm just throwing this out there. You know which one I'm talking about before halftime. They literally handheld and escorted Georgia down the field to score right before half. Now, I'm not saying Auburn wasn't guilty of some of those penalties, but it starts like some of those calls in that game were just – and then you get the call in the Oklahoma game that the guy in the booth said, and Greg McElroy and everybody said, this was clearly a violation. And how in the heck did they miss this? And they had even –
It was the same thing with the the Texas A&M basketball game a few nights ago that we watched.
Yeah.
Seriously.
All of the Faith, the money is such a massive business.
You go, all right, Vegas here, like Vegas sees what everyone's putting their money on, and then they give a little call to whoever it might be.
Right.
Say, hey, we need you to throw the game this way so that we win all these sports bettors money. How many times do you see players actively stressing out over what's going on in the game when they are bench riders? There's been times where you see in the NBA, like guys on the bench that are actively in a full-on sweat, having a panic attack because they're like, oh my gosh, he's up at the line. Like he's going to make these free throws. And like, I bet on the under or whatever it is. Hello?
I mean, look, Auburn had a former player that several years ago that was involved in point shaving. And again, like this goes on in sporadic things, in sporadic rings. I'm not saying it's all the way across the board, but it is unbelievable, probably, if you wanted to uncover everything and see how many people really are involved. I mean, there's already been guys found guilty, officials, players, whatever, over the years. But I just think it's so easy now with all the different betting apps and things that you can get involved with. And, there's been documentaries where, guys pretty much came out and said they were involved with, the mafia and, they were told to do this and they had to do this. And, quarterbacks in the NFL were made to do certain things. It's just wild. So I hate it for the integrity of the game. It stinks. It jeopardizes the sports that we all love, and you would love to think everybody's going out there competing at the highest level, and it's legit. But some of this stuff makes you wonder, and it gives a lot of fuel to the conspiracy theorists out there to run with what they've got. So,
me.
Yep. Well, all of it. I mean, we've all kind of fallen into
that.
Yeah.
That believes everything is rigged now.
It's hard to get that out of your mind, isn't it? Hard to think when
everything. Yeah, you're right. Everything just keeps proving the point of hello.
Right. That's it. All right, we're up against a break. We have one more segment coming your way here on this Friday. Stay tuned. More to come right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn
to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe. Call Sensagreen.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in Central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz final segment here on the show here on a Friday. We hope all of you have a great weekend planned. Be warm. It's going to be a longer weekend for a lot of people out there as you have a holiday on Monday, Martin Luther King holiday. So there's a lot of people smiling as they leave work on Friday as they get to have one more day of a weekend, that long weekend. I remember back in the day, we used to go snow skiing this weekend every year, and because you had that extra day, and a lot of people try to squeeze another vacation in right here before spring break. So I know a lot of you be traveling out there, and so be safe wherever it is that you're going, because there is supposedly in certain spots some winter weather. We don't really know where it's going to be, but
don't say that. I don't wish that upon anything here.
You wake up and look outside and there's 6 inches of snow on the ground.
Oh, I'd be trapped in my house.
Yep. I mean, some people love the snow. I like it once every so often, but
I like it for about 5 minutes.
yeah, why would you want to live in a place that gets snow 3 or 4 months out of the year? And it's
I don't know how to drive in it, and I don't want.
Well, you aren't the only one, let me tell you. Like people.
Well, yeah, I don't want to put myself and other people at risk going out there.
Just don't get on the road.
I know I don't want to be trapped in my house. That's why I don't want snow.
Yeah, right. So, okay, everybody be safe is what we're trying to say. All right, Auburn and South Carolina tomorrow. I mean, South Carolina's not very good. There's no way to spin this. I guess they look at Auburn and go, well, they're not very good either because they're 1-3. But Stephen Pearl said, I thought this was interesting, that Auburn was beat before they got there the other night. And he said, we have to play with a high level of energy and intensity every time we play the way we do things. If not, we're not going to win very many games. And it was very clear and evident in the first few minutes of that game that the body language and the energy level was not there on the road. And why was it not? Coming off a massive, complete game win against Arkansas is the thing that I don't understand.
And you've seen a lot of energy, I think, from some of the away games that they've played, even though, okay, they haven't won, but they at least have been pretty close. And you see a lot of effort put into them. And so it was shocking to see that. And I mean, it was just bad overall to watch. Like, there was no connection. There was nothing there. And it looked like a basketball team that maybe it was like one of those travel basketball teams that do a few practices together and then they go and they play.
And just roll it out there and see what happens. Again, it's not fair to put the responsibility on one guy night in and night out, but Keyshawn Hall's got to feel the pressure that if he doesn't score 20 to 25 points a game, that they're not going to have a chance to win. And he finally had an off night, and Auburn lost the game by, by 10?
Yeah.
I don't know. And look, what did he have, 10, 11 points in the game?
Yeah.
He normally, he's a 21, 22 point a game guy. He scored 32 in the last two previous to that game against Missouri. And so that's the difference, literally. Like, if he scores his average, Auburn probably wins the game by 2 or 3 points. Then Todd Pettiford's still the mystery. And I think we've all determined, and you said it, and I said it on the postgame show, he's out of position. He's playing the point guard, and he's truly a two guard, but because of this roster, he's having to play the point guard, and he's struggling offensively, and he's just struggling being able to distribute the basketball. It's just not who he is as a player. He's a two guard that's supposed to go get baskets for you. And right now, he's just trying to do too much, I think, and it's affecting his game overall.
And I don't know if it's that, he's tired and can't get back on defense to play good, clean defense. But I mean, the defense overall
has been a disappointment.
Is not good, and there's a lot to figure out there.
Way too many cheap baskets again the other night. I mean, in transition, you break the press, they got somebody wide open behind the defense, and nobody's getting back. And and again, this is not me and you saying this, is Stephen Pearl reiterating all this stuff. And so again, I hate to say it, but it's a must win. You got to win this game at home. You and I'll be there for that. And we will have a post-game show following the game. So we're looking forward to it. Again, make sure you go out and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us. Again, so many of you have done that already, and we're so appreciative of that. And you catch us right here on the noon show every single day, whether it's me and Faith or it's Randy and Jim or Andy or whoever it is. We appreciate all of you that watch statewide on Charter 701 and Channel 80. So, Faith, you got anything else before we get out of here today?
Everyone has the best weekend. Stay warm and don't get sick.
Yes, absolutely. And again, make sure to tune us in after the game tomorrow night for the post-game show brought to you by Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. For Faith Richardson, I'm Brett Pritchard saying we have surely enjoyed it. We hope you have. See you next time for the Auburn Blitz.